Hello, folks, and welcome back. So, this is not a typical podcast episode, but this is more of something that I want to utilize these opportunities, to more give a instant feedback on hot button topics taking place during the week. What I've realized that there are topics that take place right after or probably just before I launch my podcast. So, for example, I launch my podcast on a Monday morning, and there are topics that take place right after I've launched the podcast, and I don't get the opportunity to give my feedback on it until the next episode. But by the time the next episode comes around, the topics are more or less still and they die down because they've been debated across so many different platforms that everyone knows what's going on. And I come in on the last minute, the last opportunity to give my input. It's more or less like it's still. So what I've decided to create these viewpoint memos in which I would punch in and I would give my feedback instantly. That way I could join the whole debate about what's taking place, and you guys can get my feedback on what's happening as well. So at the end of each memo, I'll call one, like this one, for example, we viewpoint memo number one, and we see how it goes from there. So that way I can punch in, give my input, and I wouldn't miss out on hot topics. And by the time the episode does come around, the next episode comes around, more issues would have aired out and more facts would have come to the surface, and we give a proper analysis at the episode. But before I do that, before I get into why I'm punching into, and the reason why I'm punching into is to give my input on what's taking place, this whole conversation, this whole debate going on between the Prime Minister and the Commissioner of Police. But before I get to that, allow me the opportunity to make some to make a statement on two topics that I forgot to give my input in episode number 11. First of all, I want to start off by saying I didn't get the opportunity to pay my tribute on my honor to the victims, the over 5,000 victims of 9/11. 9/11 was last Friday, and I didn't get the opportunity to say anything on 9/11. So, right now, I want to take that opportunity to give my condolences and to tell and to put on the record that for everyone on that day who are now fully grown up, I want them to understand and to know that I have a special space for them. And to all the first responders, whether you are a firefighter, police officer, an emergency technician, everyone who was there fighting and helping and saving lives, I honor you. Not just me, but I think we all honor you. And to the loved one whose hearts were broken on that day, all my sympathies to you. 9/11 changed this world tremendously. It was tough. It was a rough time. I don't know where you were at on that day, on that horrendous day, but it changed the world. It changed international travel. It changed how we interacted with different countries, and what Osama bin Laden and those cowards did on that day. They didn't attack soldiers. They attacked private citizens. Men, women, children. They took the war to the citizenry, and they showed us how the Western world was engaged in a battle between ideologies, a battle between the radical Islamic states, the radical Islamic teachings, and the Western world. They hate what we stand for in the West, and they were willing to kill innocent people to bring that point across. Even if you examine it now, we're still engaged in a war, but the war now has just extended between, socialism, communism. That has now become part of the war against Western civilization in terms of capitalism. But what I can't say for sure is that I feel and I know for a fact that the West is winning this fight. The West is winning this battle. Whether it be Osama bin Laden, who is now dead, Abu Bakr al Baghdadi, leader of ISIS. ISIS no longer exists. He's dead thanks to Donald Trump. And Hassan Soleimani, he was the most evil person from Iran. Dead. The West is winning this war, and then America is not at the forefront of this battle, so that for their own survival and for their own victory. But when they win, we win. So I wanted to punch. That is one of the aspect. One of the reasons I wanted to punch in. Another reason I wanted to punch in for is I didn't get the opportunity to talk about the death of Cedric Burkey. For all the bad things that they have said about Cedric Burkey, he was not prosecuted in court. So the foundation of our democracy is innocent until proven guilty. But what I want to say, I've seen this video of his son saying that how his dad didn't have COVID-19 because he spoke to his dad in the morning and he was fine. But they are saying that how he died of COVID-19. But the family has now taken the matter to court and they want autopsies, documentation to prove that how he died from COVID-19. So right now, I guess it's allegedly that he died from COVID-19. But still, that video that I saw of his son crying, regardless of what, I can't stomach people like when they're crying. I mean, this is a child that's lost his father. This is someone's gonna grow up without a parent, regardless of who it is. I just can't. It's not right. It's not right in any form or fashion, and it's especially not right for the police to continue to prosecute people in the public domain. This terminology that they like to use, known to the police, I don't like what they are trying to do. The police has the law to uphold, the law to enforce. They have everything that they need to do that job. And to keep saying it how, when someone is shot or when someone is killed or when someone is accused of something, they say, known to the police. What the hell does known to the police mean? We as the citizens know exactly what you're trying to tell us by saying known to the police, but that is not good enough. You are police officers. You are designed and you have to enforce the law. Stop trying to prosecute, tarnish, corrupt people, characters in the public domain. Prosecuting somebody in the public domain is not good enough. Charge them. Take them before the court. Let justice be done. This whole known to the police is a cop-out for your inability to do the job. That's what it is. If someone is guilty of a crime, do the hard work, take them before the court. There's a judicial system that proclaims guilt, not known to the police. Known to the police is not how a democracy operates. That's for some sort of dictatorial country, not Trinidad, not Tobago. So let's get to the reason why I punch in for. I punch in because the whole debate going on between the Commissioner of Police and the Prime Minister, where the Prime Minister basically said that how he wants the laws to be enforced regardless of race, color, creed, class. I don't know why he would even say that for, because that's how the law is supposed to be implemented in the first place. But that's what he said, and the Commissioner of Police took umbrage to that. Oh my God, he took umbrage to that. Because this Commissioner of Police, he doesn't know when to speak and when to remain quiet. And still tongue keeps a wise said. He doesn't know about that. Sorry, sadly, he doesn't know about that. And he came out with these statements in an interview with Dominic Kali-Prasad, in which Dominic Kali-Prasad asked him if the Prime Minister is only coming out on this issue because of the people accused in Bayshore Towers were basically saying white. And the Commissioner of Police said yes. I was amazed to hear the Commissioner of Police said that he is accusing or borderline on accusing the Prime Minister of being a racist. That is insane. And you know what? The media houses have not picked it up. They are not saying that the Commissioner of Police basically accusing the Prime Minister of being a racist. It's insane. This Commissioner of Police, as I've said before, and you all have known from listening to this podcast, how I feel about this Commissioner of Police, is ill-equipped to do the job. He is not a leader in any form or fashion. All he is someone with a big mouth that just talks and looks for the camera in every form and in every direction. His attempt is to implement the law through the camera. That is what he's trying to do. Now he's saying that how he can't enter private property. Like, that is so common sense. Why would you want to enter private property for? For what reason? The system is designed like this to give private citizens the opportunity to have some defense against the state from acting as if they are some sort of police state. If we were to give up the rights of the private citizen to prevent police officers from entering your property without a warrant or whatever, then we might as well just become a police state. Why is it that every time the commissioner of police cannot do his job, he wants more laws? He wanted laws for the anti-gang bill. He got that. The bail bill, he got that, and he still can't do it all. Why would we give you the opportunity to take away more of our rights just so that you still can't, the laws that you have in front of you, you cannot implement them? Why would we want to give you more laws? This commissioner of police needs to understand he should use a bunch of laws that he have in front of him and prove to the citizenry that he can do the job with that, and then clamor for more laws. Not laws that just simply take away the rights of citizens. Because we know every time, or you should know that every time you give up your rights, governments don't give it back. They don't come back and say, you know what, we're passing a bill to give you back so and so rights. You have seen what's going on with COVID-19. Now it's over 3,000, and how many rights have we given up through to these health ordinances? It's not right to operate, for the commissioner of police to have, or to try and force the government to take away the rights of the citizenry so that he can do the job better that he can't even do now. I want to punch in and give in my take on it, and I want to thank you for this opportunity, for listening, and stay tuned for Viewpoint Memo number 2. Thank you.